Hey everyone, welcome back to Sissy's Savories and Sweets. No, I don't have COVID. Yes, I have allergies. Keith got our wood stove going and everything kicked up, and now I'm sniffling and it's been a mess. So I do not have an infection. I'm just stuffy from all the dust in the air. So I posted a video earlier about making grateful cookies instead of monster cookies. And the reason I changed them to that is because my friend Tamar has a little boy, and he was in a bad four-wheeling accident, and he got airlifted out, and he had some injuries. Thank the Lord he's fine. But I had sent her a text to ask her what he wanted, and he wanted monster cookies. So I was thinking today, it being Sunday and all, how there's just so much to be grateful for and to have him with us still. So I thought I would flip it up and make grateful cookies. It's the same ingredients as a monster cookie, but they're grateful cookies. You guys don't need to know how to make cookies. You know how to make dough. I'm not a huge baker. I love to cook. Baking is actually not my thing. So when I make something sweet, it can be hit or miss. So I've already done a few steps ahead of time, but I wanted to show you this is because I'm always pushing my IP. Well, for my IP, I have the air fryer lid. So let me finish the dough, and then we'll talk about that because I'm actually going to bake some cookies in the air fryer and see how that turns out. Not done it yet. I wanted to do it with you guys. So let me just adjust the camera here, and we'll finish our dough. So in my mixer, I've got the butter, the brown sugar, the white sugar, the vanilla, and I think that's it. And the peanut butter and an egg. So it's the basic ingredients you start with. Let me just adjust this just a bit. So butter, brown sugar, egg, vanilla, white sugar and brown sugar. And I whip those up. And then in my dry bowl, and I love my whisk, you guys, is the oats, the flour, the salt, baking powder, and baking soda. So I'm just going to bring this in and mix this into my wet ingredients. And again, you guys know how to make cookies. I don't need to tell you how to do that piece. But I want us to just think about, you know, what we're grateful for. If it's our kids, I have one. Or if it's our family or whatever it might be. Just to be grateful versus whatever else is going on in today's mess with COVID. And then I've got chocolate chips and M&Ms that I'm going to add. But I want to go over and show you guys the air fryer lid. Let me just finish this dough. Oh, my cat gave me poison ivy. Aren't I lucky? I have other allergies as well. And this just takes a few minutes to come together. You don't want to over whip it. It's a nice thick dough. So I'm just going to get this off of here. And you guys will notice the beautiful apron I'm wearing that my sister made for me. And Vicki, if you come on, I found your aprons. So I'll fill you in later on that. Ouch, my fingers are stuck in the blade there. Okay, so this one is not a dairy-free recipe. I am going to make a batch of dairy-free for Sarah. This is just a regular recipe. Where's my scissors? So chocolate chips, they say you can use mini chocolate chips. I like regular ones. And then they say you can use mini M&Ms. I like regular M&Ms. So I have regular of each. Yes, Jody, these should be yummy, I hope. I hope he likes them. These are going in the mail tomorrow. So I'm going to add some chocolate chips and some M&Ms. And you guys, I'm really terrible. I don't measure. I know baking is really important. But I just want to give that a quick stir. This is, again, really basic. It's butter that was softened. And then vanilla and egg, white sugar, brown sugar. And then it's got, I use my Mexican vanilla too. And then it's got flour, salt, baking soda, baking powder, oatmeal, and then the M&Ms and chocolate chips. So in literally no time, you can whip up a batch of fresh dough. And I'm gonna make a batch for Sarah that is gonna be dairy-free because she can't have dairy. So I try to adjust things for her now. Let me just unplug my mixer and scooch that because I want to show you guys this. Hi everyone, I'm back. So You know I'm a huge IP fan. I made chocolate chip cookies yesterday. Didn't measure. Oh, thank you. I'm not the only one. I don't measure, you guys. I don't know what it is about measuring. I'm just terrible at it. So I wanted to show you this because I talk about my IP a lot. I do use other tools. Gosh, my camera won't stay up. Sorry. Gotta just adjust how tight it is here. Bear with me for just a second. Okay, so IP. They have this amazing, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. We'll try this. The weight of the camera. I think I got it. Okay. This is called an air fryer lid. Now, I am not a spokesman for IP or Instant Pots. I just love their products. So the product sells itself. This is the lid, okay? This is my 6-quart IP. So you don't use the actual base except for to hold your IP. This is the chamber. This is what actually holds the heat and you do your cooking in. And it has a tray that I lined with foil. I'm gonna bake these in 5 minutes. Now I do have my oven preheated to 350 to finish the other ones, but I thought, let's give this a go. I've not done this before, you guys. I do a lot of new things with you guys. So the base, you have to have your stainless steel inner pot. So don't do what I've done before and leave that out. But I just lined that tray with foil. I'm gonna grab a cookie scoop. I'm not gonna do them huge because there's not a lot of space in there. So I should probably get now some nonstick spray. Let me grab some nonstick spray. So I'm just gonna douse that. I did cover it with foil. So I'm gonna get my cookie scoop. And I'm just gonna test this, you guys, because I'm curious if this will work. I'm gonna put 4 cookies. And I'll bring the camera over so you can see it. On the tray. Maybe I'll just put 3. So if you want to do a batch of cookies, like just warm up cookies for yourself, you can't do like 10 at a time, obviously. But you can freeze this dough. So let me bring this over so you can see what I'm doing here. Ignore my mess. So there's the insert, and there's let me get this. Oh, I've got to tighten this up. Okay, so the lid goes on. Now it's got a huge, oh, okay, I'm really getting tired of this. It's got a huge prong that does not fit in a normal outlet. You have to have plenty of space to plug this in. So it's gonna go down here. And my kitchen's got lots of outlets. My brother built the house we're in, so I'm not plugging in my actual IP. That was the lid for the nonstick spray. I am plugging in the top of the air fryer. I may have to turn this more to have more room with the cord. Okay, so did you hear that? Let me just adjust this again. So that turns the lid on. Now, you know how your lid for your IP makes noise when it's in place? Your lid for your air fryer does the same thing, okay? So, I looked this up. I'm gonna put it on bake. Do I not have this on correctly? And just set the lid. I'm at an angle here so I can't see as well. There we go. Oh, I gotta turn it on first. Okay, I do the start button. So bake at 350, which is what I have my oven at. And I'm gonna start it. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I gotta set my time differently. Set the timer for 5 minutes. Almost overdid these cookies. There. So that, according to the directions I read, should bake your cookies in 5 minutes. So, while those are baking in the air fryer, I'm going to go put cookies in the oven, and we're gonna see, does the actual air fryer bake decent cookies? So stay tuned. I'll come back on live and we'll show you the cookies. Happy cooking, everyone. Hey everyone, so we're back. We're gonna see how baking works with fresh cookie dough in the air fryer. So my timer just went off. Let me just adjust this so you can see the top of the air fryer lid. Okay, so I'm gonna cancel it, turn it off. It's done its cycle. That was 350. Now what you have to remember with the air fryer is it's very hot. It comes with this tray, and this puppy is important because you need to put your lid on there when you get done baking or using it. So take the lid off, and you can smell the cookies and put them. Now let me just adjust this. Look at those cookies, you guys. Those are baked to perfection. So while my other cookies are still baking in the oven, I got these done. So if you've got frozen cookie dough and you want to get cookies done for a person or two, I did not flatten these. I'm going to put my pot holder in my towel. These will be piping hot. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'll bring you with me in a second. So these are going to be thicker because I didn't flatten them. If I can just not tip the tray. I covered the tray with foil. Oh, the smells, you guys, in my kitchen. Oops. Can you see that? That is baked to golden brown deliciousness. So that was done in 5 minutes using the IP base with the air fryer lid. So let me just move this. So the lid bakes, broils, fries, roasts, reheats, and dehydrates. We've had our friend dehydrate on this. Make sure when you're done using it that you put it on here so you don't burn your counter or your stove or anything else. It has to go on there. And let me just bring these over so you can see these. So would I do a whole batch in there? No. Would I pull some cookie dough out and throw it in the oven? Yes. You can freeze this dough and have that done. So, Isaiah, I love you. These cookies are coming your way tomorrow. I'm so glad you're safe and that you weren't hurt and that your mama was there. We're glad you're still with us and that you're doing awesome. So you rock it, young man, and you are awesome. And I'm grateful that you're doing well. So Isaiah, these are now called Isaiah's Grateful Cookies. So you guys, be grateful for things in life. Enjoy your family. If life gets chaotic, if COVID is like driving you crazy, whatever it might be, here's my tip. Find something that makes you happy. Mine is cooking, but whatever it is, do it with joy. So what do I always say? Happy cooks, cook with love. I'll see you guys later.